And don't forget to join us at the river.
PM show on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Fred Dreyer. Okay, so we mentioned this here. Now, this budget crisis is facing the country. They say by the government will shut down by August 2nd if they can't raise the cap on spending here so we can borrow more money and keep paying the cost of government.
Yeah, no, it won't.
You say, no, it won't. A lot of us say, no, it won't. So you should just
not.
let the government shut down, right?
Well, it's not going to shut down. You just simply say, guess what? If you say it's going to shut down, we'll prove it. We're not going to give you one penny. We'll wait till the 2nd of August, and you'll see it doesn't shut down. And what you've done is you've now destroyed a huge platform of the left. And that is the intimidation and scare tactics that
They've
they have
scared
been
all the
using.
seniors that they're not going to get their Social Security.
We're telling people this is how it works. It doesn't work that way. There's plenty of money. There's plenty of money. It's just that the left wants an open checkbook to grow the government. All that money is going to grow the government. And not one Republican is standing up saying, here's the reason they want the money. What are you going to do with the money? They're going to grow government. It doesn't work. Ask Greece. It doesn't work.
That's what's happening in Greece right now. So there's a plan out there, and this plan is there's one by Newt Gingrich. He says, hey, let's increase the ceiling and make an exact same cut immediately at the same time so that it balances each other out just between now and August 2nd, so you have more time to make this thing work out. And everybody's talking about that plan. And then Mitch McConnell, a Republican senator from Kentucky, he is proposing to increase the ceiling spend up another $2.5 trillion as long as the government, the president makes spending cuts. The legislature makes spending cuts of greater than $2.5 trillion, which is never going to happen because they're taking the $2.5 trillion to pay for all these things. Here, ladies and gentlemen, if we can play that cut for you, is Senator Mitch McConnell.
In my view, the president has presented us with three choices: smoke and mirrors, tax hikes, or default. Republicans choose none of the above. I had hoped to do good, but I refuse to do harm. So Republicans will choose a path that actually reflects the will of the people, which is to do the responsible thing and ensure that the government doesn't default on its obligations.
That's not the point.
Go ahead.
That's not the point. The point is to do the obligation is to not give him more money. It's to destroy the machinery, not to tell the people it's not going to go corrupt, it's not going to go bankrupt, because there is no way, if you don't allow this, that the country's going bankrupt. It's not about going bankrupt. It's about breaking the machinery and
Stopping
not giving him the money to expand government.
Don't expand. Let's listen to Mitch McConnell.
As an idiot.
Play one more time. Here it is.
It is so hard.
We've got that.
In my view, the president has presented us with three choices.
Here we go again. Yeah.
Smoke and mirrors, tax hikes, or default.
We got to bungee cord this guy to a seat. And
Republicans
tape his mouth.
choose none of the above.
We got to shut this guy.
I had hoped to do good, but I refuse to do harm. So Republicans will choose a path that actually reflects the will of the people.
Really?
Which is to do the responsible thing and ensure that the government doesn't default on its obligations.
Why don't you do the responsible thing and resign? Go home. You know, have your best friend strap you to a rocket.
Take it easy, Fred. So
it's so stupid. It's like saying this pencil's a baseball bat.
Is this really the will of the people? I mean, where does he come up with the will of the people?
He's a neocon.
The will of the
left
people,
of center.
But the will of the people was the mandate of the last election.
Of course,
with all the
that's why I'm yelling. That's why everybody's yelling. I'm not the only one. No, I'm the only guy in the United States really crazy about this idiot. And Newt Gingrich, this guy's been finished for years. He and his wife Callista. I saw the movie they made, about the founding fathers. It was a couple of years ago. I went over to Warner Brothers and I saw it. I met him. And how you doing? He's a dud. This guy, all he's trying to do is write books, go on tours, and buy his wife a tiara every week. You know, this is completely unbelievable. You know what's going on. You don't have one leader in this country, not one.
Here's what I think: is the country, the people of this country, are so burnt out on this whole thing. Is the majority don't care?
No, yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay, so tell me.
You don't know that they don't care because nothing is ever covered by the mainstream media. The only people that are talking about this are the people we already saw vote in a landslide in November. I know there's people out there waiting to go and make their X next to somebody
who
will tell the truth.
We got to get these people riled up like you are.
They are pissed off like everybody else is in. But you got to get rid of these neocons. You got to get rid of Mitch McConnell. You got to vote him out. You have to vote him out. I don't care what you're doing. And you've got to get a Republican, somebody in there that will stop the growth of government and long enough to get the Senate and the House behind somebody with some balls that will, in fact, push it back across the center line to the Constitution.
We had a balanced budget under Bill Clinton. When he left office, we had a balanced budget.
He had nothing to do with it.
But it still was balanced. And from the time that George W. Bush came in till now, this country is...
Neocons. And on what he spent, he killed conservatism.
And it had nothing to do with Republican or Democrat because everything is pushed to the left.
He destroyed conservatism in this country, George Bush. He ought to be ashamed of himself. He's in Texas now, you know, trying to figure out if it's a fence or if he's on the border or he's not on the border. He's behind home plate at the Astro games, you know, trying to figure out if it's a ball or a strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Fred Dryer. We continue straight ahead. CRN Digital Talk Radio. One more segment coming up. We'll wrap it all up.